physical fitness test. Day 1. Body composition is the body's relative amount of fat to fat-free mass. Body mass index or the BMI. Formula for computing body mass index, weight in kilograms and height in meters squared. For example, your weight is 30 and your height is 1.20. You have to square the 1.20 and that is equivalent to 1.44. So 30 over 1.44 equals to 20.83 and that is normal under classification. Equipment, weighing scale, and tape measure. Cardiovascular endurance is the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessels to deliver oxygen to working muscles and tissues, as well as the ability of those muscles and tissues to utilize the oxygen. Endurance may also refer to the ability of muscle to do repeated work without fatigue. 3-minute step test. Purpose: to measure cardiovascular endurance. Equipment: step. The height of step for elementary should be 8 inches, and for secondary it should be 12 inches. Stopwatch, drum clapper or any similar device. Procedure for the performer: position at least 1 foot away from the step or bench. At the signal go, step up and down the step or bench for 3 minutes at a rate of 24 steps per minute. One step consists of 4 beats. That is, up with the left foot, count 1, up with the right foot, count 2, down with the left foot, count 3, down with the right foot, count 4. Immediately after the exercise, locate your pulse and wait for the signal to start the counting. Don't talk while taking the pulse beat. Count the pulse beat for 10 seconds, multiply it by 6. Scoring: record the 60-second heart rate after the activity. Day 2. Basic plank. Purpose: to measure strength, stability of the core muscles. Equipment: exercise mats or any clean mat. Procedure for the performer: assume a push-up position, rest body on forearms with palms and fingers flat on the floor. Elbows are aligned with the shoulders. Legs are straight with ankles, knees, and thighs touching together. Support weight on forearms and toes. Make sure that your back is flat. Head, neck, and spine are in a straight line. Keep abdominal engaged, contracted. Do not let stomach drop or low or allow hips to rise. Scoring: record the time in the nearest seconds. Speed is the ability to perform a movement in one direction in the shortest period of time. 40-meter sprint. Purpose: to measure running speed. Equipment: stopwatch, running area with known measurement of 40 meters. Procedure for the performer: at the signal ready, stand behind the takeoff line. The tips of the shoes should be not go beyond the line and assume a crouch position. At the signal get set, assume an crouch position, buttocks up, with both hands on the starting line. At the signal go, run to the finish line as fast as you can. Scoring: record the time in nearest minutes and seconds. Strength is the ability of the muscle to generate force against physical objects. Push-up. Purpose: to measure strength of upper extremities. Equipment: exercise mats or any clean mat. Procedure for the performer: lie down on the mat, face down in standard push-up position, palms on the mat about shoulder width, fingers pointing forward, and legs straight, parallel, and slightly apart, with the toes supporting the feet. Scoring: record the number of push-ups made. Reaction time: the amount of time it takes to respond to a stimulus. Stick drop test. Purpose: to measure the time to respond to a stimulus. Equipment: 24-inch ruler or stick, armchair or table, and chair. Procedure for the performer: Sit on the chair with armrest or a chair next to the table so that the elbow and the lower arm rest on the desk or table comfortably. Place the heel of the hand on the desk or table so that only the fingers and thumb extended beyond. Fingers and thumb should at least be 1 inch apart. Touch the ruler or stick with the thumb and the index finger without lifting the elbow from the desk, table, as the partner drops the stick. Hold the stick while the partner reads the measurement. Do this thrice. Scoring. Record the middle of the 3 scores. Flexibility is the ability of the joints and muscles to move through its full range of motion. Sit and reach. Purpose: to test the flexibility of the lower back and extremities. Equipment: tape measure or meter stick, cardboard or paper. Procedure: for the performer, sit on the floor with back, head and shoulders flat on the wall. Feet are 12 inches apart. Interlock thumbs and position the tip of the fingers on the floor without bending the elbows. Place hands on top the cardboard or paper where the tips of the middle fingers are at the top edge of the cardboard or paper. Start the test by pushing the cardboard or paper slowly and try to reach the farthest distance possible without bending the knees. Bouncing or jerking movement is not allowed. Do it twice. Scoring: record the distance to the nearest 0.1 centimeters. Day 3. Agility is the ability to move in different directions quickly using a combination of balance, coordination, speed, strength, and endurance. Hexagon agility test. Purpose: to measure the ability of the body to move in different directions quickly. Equipment: tape measure, stopwatch, chalk or masking tape. Hexagon size. Length of each side is 24 inches. Each angle is 120 degrees. Procedure: for the performer, stand with both feet together inside the hexagon facing the marked starting side. At the signal go, using the ball of the feet with the arms bent in front, jump clockwise over the line. Then back over the same line inside the hexagon. Continue the pattern with all the sides of the hexagon. Rest for 1 minute. Repeat the test counterclockwise. Scoring: add the time of the 2 revolutions and divide by 2 to get the average. Record the time in the nearest minutes and seconds. Coordination: the ability to use the senses with the body parts to perform motor tasks smoothly and accurately. Juggling. Purpose: to measure the coordination of the eye and hand. Equipment: sipa made of washer with straw. Washer is 4.6 grams. Procedure for the performer: hit the sipa alternately with the right and left palm upward. The height of the material being tossed should be at least above the head. Scoring: record the number of the hits the performer has done. Power is the ability of the muscles to transfer energy and release maximum force at a fast rate. Standing long jump. Purpose: to measure the explosive strength and power of the leg muscles. Equipment: tape measure, meter stick, any measuring device. Procedure for the performer: stand behind the takeoff line with the feet parallel to each other. The tips of the shoes should not go beyond the line. Bend knees and swing arms backward once, then swing arms forward as you jump, landing on the balls of both feet. Bend knees and swing arms backward once, then swing arms forward as you jump, landing on the balls of both feet. Try to jump as far as you can. Do not control the momentum of the jump. Continuously move forward. Perform the test twice in succession. Scoring: record the best distance in meters to the nearest 0.1 centimeters. Balance is the maintenance of equilibrium while stationary or while moving. Stork balance stand test. Purpose: to assess one's ability to maintain equilibrium. Equipment: Flat non-slip surface. Stopwatch. Procedure for the performer. Remove the shoes and place hands on the hips. Position the right foot against the inside knee of the left foot. Raise the left heel to balance on the ball of the foot. Do the same procedure with the opposite foot. Scoring. Record the time taken on both feet in nearest seconds. Flexibility is the ability of the joints and muscles to move through its full range of motion. Zipper test. Its purpose is to test the flexibility of the shoulder girdle. Equipment, ruler. Procedure for the performer. Raise your right arm, bend your elbow, and reach down across your back as far as possible to test the right shoulder. Bend your left arm down and behind your back. Bend your elbow up across your back and try to reach or cross your fingers over those of your right hand as if to pull a zipper or scratch between the shoulder blade. To test the left shoulder, repeat procedures with the left hand over the left shoulder. Scoring. Record the gap overlap to the nearest 0.1 cm.